Hi guys, welcome to your reading. I thought that I was recording a minute ago and I wasn't. Forgive me, it's early. I just jumped on this morning to talk about Meghan Markle and her alleged plagiarism. You all saw the Vogue guest edit cover thing going on yesterday, and then I woke up this morning, I don't know if you've seen yet, she's being accused of lifting that whole idea from a book that she contributed to a couple years ago. So I pulled some cards already and asked, did she take that idea? So we'll start with these cards and then we're just going to keep rolling and see where it goes. So for the question, did she lift the idea, pilfer it, plagiarize it from the two authors that worked on that other book, The Game Changers? I have 2 2s and a 4, the High Priestess, 2 of Pentacles, and 4 of Pentacles in reverse. So the High Priestess, for me, if you've been watching this channel for any length of time, you already know. The High Priestess is you already know. This is your you already know card. This confirms whatever my gut, my feeling believes to be true. It's normally just a yes right out of the gate, okay? It's your intuition, it's your inner knowing. The 2 of Pentacles, in this situation right now, he feels so much like a court jester to me. This feels like, whoa, what, whoa. Have you seen Disney's version of The Sword and the Stone? This is who this reminds me of. Tripping all over myself. Didn't think that was going to come out. And now I'm trying to balance and scramble and damage control and spin it. Okay, I'm going to get my PR people to spin this situation and do something, because the 2 authors of the book that she allegedly copied from have spoken out now, saying that they're very disappointed because they had invited Meghan to be a part of their issue. And I'm talking about like the cover, but also the layout and the things discussed in the book. It's the same thing. It's like she just lifted that book and printed it for Vogue with a couple of different faces on it. If I were them, I'd be upset, for sure. For sure, because it's like she just blatantly stole the idea. And then 4 of Pentacles. Usually this is a card of letting go, because in the upright it's possessiveness and being too clingy and hanging on, and lack consciousness. So in the reverse, it's usually letting go of those things, letting go and letting flow. In this instance, it feels like money's falling out of my pocket. Okay, in the upright, he's got a good grasp, and this way it's like, oh my God, what is happening? like it's like your pipes burst, and then your car breaks down, and then your aunt is asking you for that money that you owe her, and you're like, I've got one paycheck, guys. Like, I don't know where this is all going to come from. This feels like a loss in a financial aspect. Okay, a loss of opportunity maybe because this other thing came out. It looks really bad for her, really bad. It could be like a loss in reputation as well. I'm going to go with the Wild Unknown. That's usually who I use to clarify. What else can you tell me about Meghan and this Vogue magazine situation, please? Meghan Markle didn't... allegedly didn't want her photo included on the magazine spread because it would be boastful. Guys, I have so much to say about that, but I won't. I do want to hear what you have to say about it, though. So what else can you tell me about Meghan and the Vogue magazine alleged plagiarism situation? I mean, it's not coincidence, you know. I believe that sometimes, say, if you're a musician and you use something that's similar from a song that you used to hear all the time in your childhood, and it's sort of implanted in your subconscious, like that sort of thing does happen, and it's still not okay to borrow somebody else's work or to use somebody else's work and put your name on it. Of course not. But I do think that it can be done innocently. This is not that. This book was published, I believe, in 2016 and then republished in 2017 and went on to be a bestseller. She did receive several copies of the book as well. So she's very familiar with this material, and she just copied it word for word. And there are people who think that a magazine as big as Vogue would maybe be able to cover that up for her, would be able to bury the other book for her, or whatever she wanted done. It looks like it didn't happen. Yeah, another 2, and the Tower card, which I don't read reversals normally in this deck. So, yeah, 2 2 is direction, focus. These are my divining rods in this deck. Trying to find direction, trying to figure out where to go next, what to do next. It's strategy, especially with this 2 of Pentacles coming out and feeling, trying to find balance, trying to get footing now. Got to figure this out and got to figure it out quickly. I'm hearing up all night. I'm hearing we were up all night with this. And the Tower card, which you guys know, Tower card is big traumatic change. It's something you did not expect or didn't see coming, hitting you out of the blue, and you have to pivot. You have to grieve it or mourn it or completely change what you thought was going to be the outcome. You have to change your expectation and change your perception and adjust your whole life. This is that card. Yeah. Big change. Let's see. I'm going to go with the Oracle of the Hidden Realms and see what we get out of this. So, was there intended deception here? That's the better question. Was there intended deception with this Vogue cover? Oop, okay. Spirit Whisperer. Divine guidance and higher knowing. So, again, with the High Priestess and the intuition, that's a yes. Okay. It feels like a yes to me. 3s are numbers of self-expression as well. And yeah, the Eagle King. The big picture and angelic help. It's also a 3. It's also self-expression. It's just sort of telling me that sometimes what is obvious is what is true. Okay. And it looks very obvious that this idea was totally copied, and she just thought she was going to get away with it. I'm pulling an animal spirit oracle for this situation as well. And then if I need to, I'll read this from the manual because I love the way that the guidebook for these explains them. What's an animal spirit energy? What's the energy of this situation? Either Megan's energy or just the energy surrounding. What can you tell me about it? Thank you. That one wanted to jump. Raccoon. Guys, raccoon. We jokingly refer to them sometimes here as trash pandas. Okay, and I'm just going to leave you with that. I'm not going to elaborate. Trash panda. So this is an energy of sneakiness, of, you know, stealing your garbage at nighttime and eating it. Okay, it's black and white. There's no emotion here. There's no spiritual connection here. There's not honor or integrity here. There's is wearing a mask. Let me see what the booklet says, because it's not all negative. The raccoon is not all negative. None of these are meant to be like super negative energies, and I just want to see what it says here about raccoon. Yeah, talented but shady. Okay, so good at what she does, but does it in a shady way. Okay, let's see. Starving artist energy, really competitive, wearing a mask, limited creativity, worrying too much about what others think of you. What do others think that I am? What do they think of my art? Really wanting to impress them. I feel like that tells us everything we need to know. I'm thinking about the number 2 because I have so many 2s here, and then I have 3. We know that 3 is self-expression. So throat chakra also. Wanting to have a voice, wanting to define who I am. I define who I am. And I feel like that's the energy that Meghan comes from with these silly projects that she keeps trying to attach herself to. She wants to be the one to tell you who she is. She wants to say, I'm a humanitarian. But the thing is, and this is something we say in my house all the time too, if you have to say it constantly, it is not true, okay? Because when you're a king, you don't have to say you're a king. When you're a leader, you don't have to say you're a leader. When you're a humanitarian or a philanthropist or a giving person, you don't have to constantly crow about yourself and about those things that you have done for other people, because other people say that for you, okay? Your character and your reputation are very closely connected, okay? And people say, well, your character is who you are and your reputation is what people believe that you are or think about you. But those two things for me are closely connected, okay? Meaning that some people may not get it right, but overall your reputation is dependent on your character. Okay, you get that. You get your reputation by being who you are. If that makes sense. I feel like I'm rambling. So two is about balance, duality, light and dark, give and take. Give and take, I just heard. I don't know if I'm going to pull any more cards for this. I just want to know what you guys think about this. It feels like shady dealings. It feels like she was aware. It feels like right now this is a bad situation for her, because damn if I didn't like muck it up again, and now 30 minutes after what felt like a victory, my reputation's in the toilet again. But it's well deserved. It's deserved, because she did copy the idea from these other two people. So now she's trying to pivot and figure out a way to get balance, to get her foot on the ground. Who can I blame for this? I just heard, who can I blame for this? Because it's not going to be my fault, guys. No. I'm going to say I didn't know, I didn't remember, I got permission. There's going to be some kind of spin here, because I don't want you to think that I stole, okay? Which it very clearly, obviously, is plagiarism, okay? Even if you like Meghan, and I'm not saying anything super terrible about her here, but she cheated on her exam, guys. She totally cheated. She got caught with the answers written on her palm, and now she's going to have to own up to it. I don't know what the royal family's going to do about this, or what the queen is feeling about this. Let's ask that question real quick. Whew. What is the queen thinking, or how does the royal family feel about Meghan's plagiarism? 3 of Wands, another 3, another expression, but another looking towards the future. And Knight of Wands in reverse, they're not happy. They're not happy about it. Oh, not happy about it. And they're not rushing in to save her, because Knight of Wands in the upright is a passionate, I'm coming for you, my darling. Not in a love kind of way, but certainly in a champion kind of way. No, we're not gonna rush in and save you. We don't really have anything to say. You defend yourself. You defend yourself. 9 of Wands is a card of self-defense, of sticking up for yourself, of being able to do that, being strong enough to do that for sure. But this is what they're telling her, is that we have to look. We're looking at the future. We're planning for this next phase in our family when Charles or William is king, and where we're going to go from here. And we do plan on having a future. The monarchy wants to still be here 100 years from now. We are not going to rush in and save you from this thing. They may be discouraging Harry from speaking out. Like, no, it's her mess. She stepped in doo-doo. Let her clean off her own shoes. Okay? Let her defend herself. It's what she's constantly doing inside the palace walls and outside. Let her do it. Let her do it. And this might be part of that. We talked in a reading before about just giving her enough room to hang herself, and this might be part of that. I wouldn't be surprised if they already knew that this was going to come out, or if somebody in the palace is who leaked the thing about the book, or contacted the book authors and said, isn't this interesting? Doesn't it look so similar? I don't know for sure. But that's what I think. There was something else I was going to say and I lost it. If I think about it, I will talk about it on the next reading. Let me know what you saw here that I didn't see. Give me your insights and your thoughts on the whole situation, and we'll chat again soon. Bye-bye.